y'all? So I received an electric scooter that may be a cheap alternative to my favorite electric scooter. I say that because this electric scooter is like $400 to $500 cheaper than my favorite electric scooter, but it still has a 2800 watt motor advertised to still go around 40 miles an hour. So the name of this electric scooter is and I hope I'm saying his name right, LeoOut SX10. It has a 52 volt 25 amp hour battery, advertised to go 60 to 70 miles per charge, advertised to be able to handle a 40-degree hill climb. This electric scooter weighs 88 pounds.
What is that?
I know that might seem heavy, but an electric scooter that goes this fast, you're going to want it to have some weight to it, or that ride is going to be unstable. You don't want an unstable ride going 40 miles per hour. Maximum weight of the rider is 330 pounds. To purchase this e-bike, feel free to use my link in the description below to get a discount. Also, I am doing an e-bike giveaway. If you want to be included in this giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel, and comment below on what type of e-bike you would like. So what I'm going to do is unbox this, put it together, go through all of the features, and then I'm going to test out the speed, test out the battery life. I think it might have all-terrain tires. I'm not sure. We'll see it when we get it out of the box, but if it does, we're going to go on-road and off-road. I'm going to pack this electric scooter up, put it in the back seat of my mid-size car, see what transporting it is like. Feel free to go through my videos to determine which scooter is my favorite electric scooter. Looks like it was packaged pretty well. Let's go ahead and get this unwrapped. Before we try to put together this scooter, I guess we should look at the user's manual, right? So it looks like the instructions are pretty easy to follow. I always like it when they include pictures. Looks like we do have our advanced settings in our manual, but I do wonder if you can change all of these. This electric scooter also came with two boxes. In this first box is our battery charger, and I think it will take like 6 hours to charge your electric scooter. The second box is another charger. Alright, I don't think I've ever gotten two chargers on an electric scooter before. So usually that means if you use both of the chargers, it'll charge your battery faster. Also came with your standard hexagon wrench set, your front and rear fenders. I'm not sure what these are. Oh, so those pieces go on this clamp your handlebar to this electric scooter. So you're gonna need another hexagon wrench other than the one they sent you in order to take this clip off of this thing here that you're going to use to put your handlebar on. To put on this handlebar, this gold plated clamp, which is kind of fresh. Kind of fresh, right? This has a guider here for your slide. It's going to go here on the side of this handlebar here. Okay, so you're going to put that on. Go ahead and push it all the way up to the top there, and then you see that huge gap there. That is for, I'm going to turn this gold clamp upside down to make sure that the clamp is more on the outside like that. So now to get this back on there the funky way that I figured out how to do it, which is get the corner on first, then kind of fold it on like that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now let's screw this back in place. Again, got to move this pole just a little bit to make sure you get that screw in there real good. Screw it tight with your two hexagon wrenches. I got this on nice and tight. I always like everything tight on my electric scooters because they go so fast now. So now that I did that, slide that oh so fresh gold plated clamp on. I don't know if I got it on super tight. It's kind of hard to tell. Screwed these definitely tight enough to make sure that this clamp is on pretty securely. Alright, let me see. That actually feels pretty secure. So we're now going to go ahead and put our handlebar on. So we're now going to adjust our alignment before we tighten this up here and here on the side, these two screws on the side. You really want to make sure that alignment is tight. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my hexagon wrenches. I like them better. So we got this electric scooter put together, only took us about 30 to 35 minutes. The hardest part to put on was the stem here, because of how you had to slide the stem on the slot. First of all, this is a good looking electric scooter. And I'm not just saying that because the colors match my fraternity colors. I mean, that shiny gold color mixed with the black. I think this might be the best looking electric scooter that I've ever reviewed on this channel. They gave us an upgraded tire. So this tire does not match the tire that I saw on the advertisements for this electric scooter. These are actually better. So this is like 10, I think this is like 10 by 3.5 air tubeless tire. So it's mainly tubeless. I think there's a little pocket of air in there. That's why you do have a place here where you can pump air, and this is the same tire that's on my favorite electric scooter. The reason I like this tire so much is because the original tires that I was using with an electric scooter, like the original version of all-terrain tires for electric scooters, they would bust a lot. Like they would bust or they would lose air. So this is the first tire that I've had on an electric scooter that did not do that. Like they're very durable. They got the suspension in the rear and the front, and I've had this kind of suspension on a electric scooter before. The suspension on my favorite electric scooter does have a coil suspension, which I'm not seeing here, but we'll see. Give y'all an idea of this dual suspension. Seems like it's gonna deliver, but we'll see. I would say this electric scooter is standard size for an all-terrain electric scooter. It's about 4 feet 1 inches from wheel to wheel. The handlebar is about 4 feet from the floor. A nice wide board. Board is about 9 inches wide. It's about 1 feet 9 inches from this part of the board to that part of the board. It's about 2 feet 3 inches if you include this footrest. Get a look at our front and rear mechanical disc brakes, which are made by Jack Super Brake. Now I usually like hydraulic brakes better, but you know, $500 less. Nice wide handlebar. Our handlebar is about 2 feet 4 inches wide, and I think this wide handlebar gives you more control of your turns. Looks like we have like hard rubbery handlebar grips. Like we do have some anti-theft features, so you need a key in order to turn this electric scooter on. So you turn it like this, and I don't really like this starter just because I've had this on an electric scooter before. It is kind of cheap, but it is very standard, so if you do break it, it's easy to buy another one. We're now going to go ahead and turn this electric scooter on. We're going to press and hold this power button. And this is a pretty standard display for electric scooters. But right away it looks like we have 3 different gears at the top. So that's good. Looks like we have a trigger for your throttle. So a few basic features on the display. We have our gear at the top, like I mentioned earlier. Look like we can calculate our speed here. Look like right now it's in kilometers. Pretty sure I can change that to miles per hour. We have our odometer at the bottom. So we're going to go into our advanced settings in order to do so. And I keep having to click because this automatically turns off after like 2 minutes. So hopefully that's a setting that we can change. So to go into our advanced settings, we're going to press and hold the power and the mode button at the same time. And I'm not going to go through all of the settings because they are in your user's manual. And navigating through these settings is pretty weird. You have to click the power button to go from one setting to the next, right? And we're going to start with P02, which is changing our speed calculator from kilometers to miles per hour. Right now it's in kilometers. So then you're going to click the mode button. Then that takes you down here where you can change your value. And then at that point you can quickly click the power button to change your value, right? So we're going to change that to miles per hour, and then to go back to where you can navigate through your settings, then you press and hold the power button. And then you got to do that until that stops blinking. But then at that point, when that's not blinking anymore, you can click the power button. I turned off. The bottom is not blinking anymore. That means you can navigate to your next setting. So P03 is your voltage, in case you want to go down in voltage. P04 is how long is your electric scooter idle before, and I'm clicking the mode button to change the values before it turns off. Right now it's at 1 minute. That's just not enough time. I'm going to change that to 10. P12 is something I normally don't get on electric scooters, which is how hard do you want your start? Do you want it to take off quickly, or do you want it to take off more gradually? It says we have a P17 for your cruise control. but I'm not seeing P17 here. Now on the other side of your handlebar, you do have a panel here. First and foremost, if I click this on switch, that turns my headlight on, and it turns these lights on that are on the top of your board here. Looks like we also have turning signals, so if I click that, that turns on some lights at the back of your board, and those rear lights are also brake lights. Looks like we also have a horn. That's pretty loud. On the side of your board, you'll use these to charge your batteries, and if you use both chargers, it will shorten your charge time. We're about to test out the speed of this electric scooter. I'm only going to go turbo mode, and this is kind of backwards, but for turbo mode on this electric scooter, this yellow is pushed out. So I'm in turbo mode, because eco mode, regardless of what mode and whether you're using a single battery or dual motors, it's going to take you 16 miles per hour. So I got turbo mode engaged, and I'm in mode 1, and we're going to start out with single motor. So I think that's when this is out 2. So single motor, mode 1. All right, so far it seems like single motor takes you off very gradually. The very gradual takeoff, and look like I'm hitting a max of 16 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and alright, brakes seem okay, but mode 1. So we're now gonna do mode 1 dual motor. Let's see. Oh, the takeoff is much the takeoff is not gradual anymore, not in dual motor. So okay, and this takes me up to okay, still 16 miles per hour. But it was a quicker takeoff in mode in dual motor, but still 16 miles per hour. Dual motor, mode 1. So we're now going to switch it to mode 2, single motor. See how fast we going. Mode 2, single motor. Again, mode 2, single motor is going to give me a more gradual takeoff. All right, that's 21 miles per hour so far. Still pretty smooth ride. All right, let's check these brakes out. Okay, brakes ain't bad. All right, so we're now gonna do mode 2 dual motor, and let me prepare for this quick takeoff in dual motor here. All right. Oh man, that takes some getting used to. Even okay, but still up to 21 miles per hour. All right, so it'll take you to the same speed. It just gets you there quicker. Hey, brakes still okay. All right. You must feel comfortable if you're dancing on the scooter. Yeah? What you think of the suspension? Scale 1 to 10. 8. All right. So, LeoOut, or is it LeoOut SX10 electric scooter, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like this scooter. This is a real sturdy, like big, fast scooter.
Did it feel safe?
Yeah, especially around the curves.
Around the curves.
I can get the curves. It looks good, don't it?
Yeah.
The scooter looks great. It reminds me of our other scooter that we have. Probably faster.
Well, you only went on mode 2, so.
Fair enough. What I do like about it, once again, is this fin. You get a lot of surface area right here for your feet. I feel like the tires are good enough to do like off-road. So this board slips.
It slips.
This board slips.
Okay.
And so this part that has the LeoOut, it has more of a sandpaper feel.
Okay.
But once my feet get out here,
it slips.
they slip.
Oh no.
The way that I have to use the throttle is the same way that I use the brake. I did like this thinking that I'm using the throttle and I hit the brakes.
Yeah.
You have to do the same thing and they're right next to each
Yeah.
other.
So on the scale from 1 to 10, what would you give this electric scooter?
I'm going to give this scooter 8.5.
8.5.
8.5 if you change this.
Time for us to get some point of view shots in. We're going to start by going through some gravel. Test these all-terrain tires out. Now, it did rain last night, so the rocks here might be a little slippery, so I'm going to brace myself here. Okay. All right. A little slipping of the tires, not going to lie. But I'm sure some of that is because of the size of the tires. Okay, let's try to brake here. All right. Now, because these tires are so fat and because they have a nice amount of grip to them, you can do a little bit of leaning on this electric scooter. I would not suggest leaning on an electric scooter though, because your handlebar is on such a vertical swivel. But we're not going to try out the off-road capabilities of this electric scooter. We're going to go off-road with some hills. Let's see how we do here. And I'm in dual motor mode 3, so hopefully that means I won't have any problems going up hills. All right, yeah, no problem at all. Okay. And the suspension is good. Well, let's keep going here. Yeah, I would say the suspension on my favorite electric scooter is a little bit better. Go up this. All right, not bad. Okay, I was sorry, I was in eco mode. But yeah, the suspension is good. Considering that I was just in eco mode and I was able to go up those hills that easily, pretty good. And I'm not feeling a whole lot of the bumps here. I would say this is the second best suspension I've had on an electric scooter. So I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on. And I do wish the handlebar was just a little bit higher. It's a little low, but, and I do wish you had a little bit more footboard room, so I can scoot back and be away from the handlebar a little bit more, but it's not bad. Whoa. Reminder to always keep both hands on your electric scooter. I do think you would need to get another board cover that has more of the sandpaper type material, because you can slip on this board. So I would advise to buy a more sandpaper type board to go on this electric scooter. And I think you can get these off of Amazon quite a bit. But I do love how smooth this electric scooter is. The second smoothest electric scooter that I've used. Very stable, has a very stable feel to it, which is good. I would say my favorite electric scooter is a little bit more stable because that handlebar stem is a little bit, is designed a little bit differently, which makes it just a little bit more stable. But I tell you, when it comes to uphills, and we'll do the uphill test later, I think this one beats my favorite electric scooter when it comes to uphill. Now I tell you, I do not like this index finger throttle. I don't like it at all. Number one, it's too close to the brake, so it's like you have to remember to go from one to the next and you're using the same fingers to do it. So I'd much rather have like a thumb throttle. So we have a bit of a straightaway, so I'm gonna try mode 3 single motor. See how fast we go here. So again, that's gonna give me a gradual speed, a gradual start. Okay. 24. 26, 27, 28, briefly. I look like I'm consistently at 27 miles per hour. So we're now gonna try max speed dual motor, and I have to gauge it a little bit here because it does send you flying quickly. So you have to kind of adjust for that a little bit. See how fast we go here. All right. 32, 34, 35, 6, 7, all right, look like 37 miles per hour, max speed, dual motor. We are now about to try going up a hill to see how much speed we lose going up a hill. And I am on mode 2, turbo mode, dual motor. And we're gonna see how much speed we lose going into the hill. Pretty steep hill, it's about 35, 40 degree hill. We're kind of going into the hill now. Let's see how much speed we lose. Going into it, we're at 21 miles an hour. And I don't look like I have a fully charged battery, but it's definitely full enough. See how much battery life we lose here. Battery life, see how much speed we lose, sorry. All right. Still at 21. Still at 21. This is the steep part of the hill here. Still at 21. My goodness. All right, I didn't lose no speed. So LeoOut SX10 electric scooter. This is officially my second favorite electric scooter. Even though this is like $400 to $500 cheaper than my favorite electric scooter, I can still get up to 37 miles per hour. I still have these like all-terrain tubeless tires, which I love on electric scooters because a lot of times tube tires on electric scooters, they explode. The more tubeless tires that's all-terrain definitely is a plus. I love this clamp on the electric scooter. It really makes this stem very solid, so it doesn't pull back when you're going fast on this electric scooter. I love, although it's heavy, and you want a heavy electric scooter when you're going this fast for stability, but although it's heavy, I do like the fact that it does fold, and I was able to put this in the trunk of my mid-sized car. I love the options. I love the fact that you have single motor and dual motor, but on this electric scooter, you have to brace yourself for dual motor. Like, it will send you flying quickly. I also like how gradual it is on single motor. I like the nice wide handlebar. It does give you more control of your turns. I love the suspension. Even though I do wish we had coil suspension, the suspension was pretty solid. And I love the features. You know, I have a horn, I have a headlight, I have return signals. A few things I don't like about this electric scooter is the battery life is okay. Like, I went on a 16-mile scooter ride, mainly in mode 2, single motor. In that 16 miles, I lost 2 out of 5 battery bars, so I think that's more like 40 miles of charge. As I mentioned earlier, I don't like this cheap starter. I do like the fact that it's anti-theft though, like you need a key to turn the scooter on, but this starter is kind of cheap, you know what I mean? I do wish it had hydraulic disc brakes instead of mechanical brakes. And I hate the finger throttle. Like, I think I would replace that with a thumb throttle, because the finger throttle and your brake, they're just too close together, you know what I mean? Like, you're using the same fingers to brake and to do your throttle. That can get confusing. You don't want to be confused on a bike that can take you up to 37 miles per hour. So all in all, I think this is a solid scooter for the price. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this electric scooter a 9. So comment below on what you would give this electric scooter. Any other scooter or e-bike that you want me to review, also comment below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace!